Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Pushpendu De. So let us today begin our class on switch statement. So let us now consider some points that we should remember while utilizing switch statement. So switch statement is basically a multi-way branch statement. Switch case only tests for equality, whereas if statement can be used to evaluate Boolean expression also. Switch statement looks for a match between the value of the expression and one of its case constants. We cannot have two case constants having the same value, though a switch statement that is enclosed by another outer switch can have case constants in common. Generally, a switch statement is more efficient than your nested if statement. What is nested statement? So, block of statements within another block of statement is called nested block of statements. So, nested if basically means if statement that is present inside another or outer if statement. Okay. So why this is so that a switch statement is efficient than your nested if. So basically when the compiler, Java compiler compiles the program, what it does, it inspects all the case constants value and it creates a jump table which it will use for selecting the path of the execution depending on the value of the expression. So when the expression is calculated, what the program will do? The program will directly go to that particular case constant where the value matches and it will execute only that particular portion. But in case of nested if statement, the compiler or the Java program has to go through all the nested if block. So this is why the use of this jump table favors in the case of switch case. Okay, so that is why a switch statement is basically more efficient than your nested if. Next is switch statement only works with byte, short, int and character type value, and the value should be a constant, not a variable. And finally you will see that we will utilize the break keyword, and this is also optional. It depends upon our requirement that whether if we want to use, then we will use it. If we do not need, we may not use that. Okay. So now let us see the syntax. So first is here we write the switch keyword and then inside bracket we will write that particular expression upon which my different paths will be utilized. So when then after that we are writing the keyword case, and here after writing the keyword case we actually provide here one value. This value is basically one of the possible values of this expression that we have given here. So if this value 1 matches the value of this expression, if the value 1 matches the result of this expression, then this statement that is present after it will get executed. And when it comes to the break statement, what is the purpose of it? That break statement basically transfers the control out of this switch block. So what this break will do? It will transfer the control out of this switch block. So if this constant does not matches, then it will check for the second value. If the second value matches, this will be executed and it will then encounter the break statement which will transfer my control out of the switch block. In this way we can have as many case constant as we like. And at the last you see we are having our default. So default will get activated only when all the possible values above it does not matches, then only the default statements will get executed. Okay. Now let us see some programs. So we have already discussed this program using the if keyword. If we have not gone through the video, then here I am providing an iCard which you can use to go through my previous video regarding the if keywords. Okay. So here the program is told that we will take two numbers and a choice, and based upon my choice one of the following results should be displayed. So if my choice is 1, I should display addition of the two numbers. If my choice is 4, the division value of the two numbers should be displayed. So let us start the program. So here I have considered two variables a and b. I have considered two variables a and b to store the two numbers, and one ch variable is utilized to take input one of the choices. So my switch case is acting upon this choice variable. Next is case keyword, and what is the value of the choice which will trigger my addition operation. So you see here, if my choice value is 1, then my addition value should be displayed. So case, and if my variable ch is having the value 1, then it should display the sum and it should come out of the switch block. Or else if my case value is 2, that is the value of ch, if I have given 2, then it should display the difference. If it is 3, it should display the product. If it is 4, it should display the quotient. If it is 5, it should display the remainder. And if none of the above 5 numbers matches, then we should provide a appropriate message, that is you have entered a wrong choice or simply a wrong choice. Understood? So let us take one more example, but before that let us see. So as I have told earlier that break statement is optional. It is up to us whether we want to use it or we may not use it. So a switch case statement without a break keyword is called as fall through statement. So if we omit the break keyword, what happens is that the execution will continue to the next case. So it is sometimes desirable when we have multiple cases without break statement between them. So this kind of situation can be utilized where we may have a situation like this, that we are having two cases, and for those two or more cases, where in those cases only one operation is utilized for two or more cases. Let us look up an example regarding this. So it is told to take input temperature, and if my choice is C, my centigrade temperature should be displayed, or else if my choice is F, then my temperature should be converted to Fahrenheit and it should display the result. So the choice are capital C or small c, or it may be small c or small f. So remember, Java is a case sensitive language, so capital letters and small letters are treated different, but for a layman it doesn't matter. But since we are a programmer and we are utilizing Java, so it does matter to us. So what is the situation here? If my user provide small letter c or capital letter C, then both the centigrade conversion should be done, or else if he provide a small f or a capital F, then the Fahrenheit conversion should be triggered. So here we come across a situation where two or more cases are there which will trigger only one type of operation. So let us see the program. So if we have forgotten the formula, let us just go through it once. So the formula is C by 5 equals to F minus 32 by 9, and from this we can get the value of C using this formula, or if you want to calculate the Fahrenheit, so you can use this formula. Okay. Now let us see the program. So we begin by taking input a temperature and a choice. So here the choice is a character type variable, so we have utilized cat for this variable ch. Next, we are taking two variables which we will use to store the converted values. C for storing the centigrade value and F for storing the Fahrenheit value. And my program will be acting upon the choice variable, so I have incorporated ch in the switch. Then see here that case small c and case capital C. So after the first small c case, I have not given the break statement, because what I want here is that if the user gives small c or capital C for both the cases, my centigrade formula will get triggered, which is this one. Okay, so this is one example of the situation where I have just described the false true statement. So now I have to convert the temperature into centigrade, and then I will display the temperature in centigrade. In the same manner, if my user has provided a small letter f or a capital letter F for both this situation, my Fahrenheit formula will get triggered, which is this one. Okay, after calculating, I am displaying the Fahrenheit value and I will execute it. And if such situation comes where none of the four values are matching, then it should show an appropriate result that you have entered a wrong choice. Okay, so hope you have understood the program. So stay safe and see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.